And the Trailblazers start out with the ball. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Off target from outside.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look. And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo, mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Now Allen, after the miss three from Damian Lillard. Irving way outside. They get the rebound. Allen finds LeVert. The three. Allen passes to Dinwiddie. Outside Irving. From deep. From beyond the arc and then some. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
And here is Durant after Damian Lillard was able to get the three to go. And Whiteside sends it back.
As soon as Whiteside positions himself, he just spikes that one away. It's like he's playing beach volleyball.
McCollum against Irving. From deep three-point range, Portlan grabs the miss.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Durant, and then Durant with the dunk.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 6. And here's McCollum for 3. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
Man, didn't have a ton of room to get that shot off. That's the kind of shooter he is.
Durant kicks to Irving. Back to KD. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Kicks it out to Ariza. Six on the shot clock. McCollum outside. Shoots over Dinwiddie. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. McCollum's got 5 now. Irving from long range. Unable to get that one. That one misses. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Trailblazers out in front, leading by 6. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And before the game, we ran into Damian. And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Brooklyn looking who they've got on the perimeter, Harris and Prince. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Wilson Chandler, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Now here's Prince. Back to Dinwiddie. Now here's Hood. Knocked away and stolen by Jordan. Nurkic with the steal. Hood for three. Nurkic kicks to Collins. It's stolen by Harris. From deep, Prince bangs home the trifecta. Prince has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Knocks it loose. Dinwiddie with the steal. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Some changes for Brooklyn. KD's checked in for Chandler, and Irving subbed in for Joe Harris. So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Ariza's checked in for Little. The Nets also changing it up. Temple comes in for Taurean Prince. And Karis LeVert subbed in for Dinwiddie. A three from McCollum. Kyrie Irving with the rebound. And here are the Nets. They've got an 8-0 run. Pass to KD. LeVert from outside. Rebounded by Anthony. Portland trailing here. Nurkic finds Lillard. That's his fourth miss from the floor. He's made 2 of his shots. And then Durant with the jam.
Love to watch KD out in transition. Puts a little flair on the finish.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. Nothing offensively yet from them in the second quarter.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter. Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
Here's Ariza. After the made shot from KD. And McCollum launches it from deep. Drills it from outside. McCollum's got 8 points.
And with that 3 ball, he puts a halt to the 12-point run by Brooklyn.
On its way from Irving for 2. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Whiteside's checked in for the Trailblazers. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Durant for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Durant's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nets.
That's more like it, rounding into form after a very, very difficult first quarter.
Didn't think that was going to go in. 9 points in the game so far.
Yeah, Damian Lillard, this is some Oaktown response. You make one, I got you back. Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They've got a 3-point lead. Kenny, how'd you see it?
Well, they should have a lot of room on the perimeter in the second half because they've already have a lot of points in the paint. And the D will have no choice but to collapse and try to put it in on that end. So,
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Hey, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Trevor Ariza out there with Anthony, and it's Whiteside in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half. 2 on the clock. Durant, no good.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Blindside dishes to Lillard. Shoots the three. Drops in the tray. Lillard's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Portland.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
On deep. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Durant, and Joe Harris is subbed in for Caris LeVert. That's a 2 from Lillard. That one wide left. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Harris outside. Outside Irving. Puts it up from 12. Allen passes to Irving. Got it from 16 feet. Irving's got 5 points so far.
When you make shots like that, Kyrie is showing just how confident he is in his offensive ability.
And that one's good. Lillard.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And Jared Allen, the big man out of Texas, a big part of his impact is how well he moves as a center. Very long and covers a ton of ground on both ends.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. It's LeVert on the wing. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Jordan the pass to Temple. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
Now just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him. That's a nice pass.
Hood against Crawford. Hood deciding where to go with it. Lets the 3 fly. It's good from long range. Hood's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
He was all alone on that one. Chandler's got it all tied up now for Brooklyn.
And that's a shot that Wilson Chandler has made throughout his career.
Simons the pass to Hood. But they'll get another chance. It's up a 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Trailblazers lead by 3. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Portland leading by 3. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Prince and Durant are at the 3 and the 4. Caris LeVert is out there with Joe Harris. And it's Jordan in at the center. Harris passes to LeVert. It's Prince on the wing. Nurkic with the steal. Left side, Hood. 17-foot shot on the way. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And Portland making a change here. Anthony's checked in. And then for Brooklyn, Allen's checked in for Jordan. And Irving subbed in for LeVert. Now a timeout called by Portland.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
The Nets making a switch here. Dinwiddie's checked in. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. He said, I love how we're shooting the basketball. You guys have been locked in from three. Just keep taking makeable shots. If you don't have it, pass it to the guy who does. Kevin?
Lillard, the pass to Hood. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Hood's got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers.
It's a good weapon for Rodney Hood when he's got his feet set. He can sometimes get it going from outside the arc.
And a deep three from Irving. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Big hands, long arms, huge frame of Whiteside. It just makes him a dominant shot blocker, a huge rim protector, and a very good rebounder.
Irving for three. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Kyrie coming alive. He does that at this stage of the game.
Portland leading by 5. Lillard from deep three-point land, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Brooklyn's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. KD passes to Dinwiddie. Irving for 3. Nets passing it around. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
And he sort of had that look in his eyes. Durant staying cool in a clutch moment.
Lillard attacking. It falls!
And that is what you need in big moments. Lillard's a strong leader with competitive drive. Bingo.
Timeout called. The Nets. They trail by 5. 59 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Kyrie Irving.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
No good on the quick three. And Whiteside's got the ball here for the Trailblazers. To the paint. Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
But you got quicks, you got instincts, and you got aggression. Damian Lillard capable of taking over just about any time he wants.
Yeah, showing off a really smooth stroke there, and that will add to their lead.
Anthony with the block. Harris against Hood. That falls. Nice feed. That time for McCollum. And the Trailblazers lead by 9.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
And Harris wide open. He shoots. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Sometimes you like to see guys go with the bounce pass, threading it through there perfectly.
And that's an intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're trailing by 8. There's 14 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I'm going to use the cliche here. You can't take your timeouts with you, so they're going to use it.
Jordan kicks to Johnson. Here's Karuch. And again, it's the Nets missing. Here's Simon. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Jamal Crawford picks one up. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
At the line for 2.
And he ends up making the second, and that will put them up by 9.
And that should be enough to get the job done, even though he didn't get all of it.
So the Trailblazers win it. Some good moments throughout this one.